For many of us, it's one of the first things we think about when we wake up, and we insist we cannot function until we've had it. Coffee, the second largest commodity traded on the planet after oil. And here, in the home of coffee, millions of Ethiopians also rely on it, heavily, but for very different reasons. It's their livelihood. During the global coffee crisis of 2000 to 2003, which saw prices plummet to a 50-year low due mainly to oversupply, millions of people saw their incomes reduced dramatically, including many Ethiopians. Some farmers abandoned coffee altogether and turned to growing a mild drug known as chat. When chewed, it gives an amphetamine-like high. This bunch cost around $2. Reacting to the coffee crisis, 5 years ago, an American non-profit organization called ACDI VOCA decided that what Ethiopian coffee farmers needed was quality and not quantity. Its aim, to reduce poverty and strengthen food security in a nation so often associated with famine.
It's what? Coffee quality control training for farmers.
It set out to help farmers in Ethiopia's southern Sidama region to improve the standard of their crop so that it could be sold for higher prices to specialty markets.
The focus on quality of coffee is important because of increase in price or in market price of the coffee. As you know, whenever you increase the quality, you get a better price. So farmers do know this time that if they increase the quality, they get a better price so that they can increase their income and change their life.
Many farmers here are now certified organic and fair trade producers. In some cases, their incomes have doubled. This farmer is a member of the cooperative that last year produced a prestigious Starbucks Black Apron exclusive coffee, only the 8th of its kind. This is the coffee giant's ultimate recognition for high-quality beans. Known as the father of coffee in this area, he's been in the business for decades and says his life has improved immensely thanks to the training.
Since VOCA came to our cooperative, we have seen a lot of development and training. And with that, we improved the quality of our coffee and sold it to local and international markets. I have improved my house. We send our children to school. I even extended my coffee farm and I bought an ox.
This year his cooperative's hoping to continue its success and is preparing for a coffee competition in Addis Ababa. Sponsored by E-Cafe and ACDI VOCA, with funding from the US Agency for International Development, the contest's only in its second year. If their coffee rates the highest quality, it will then be sold through an innovative internet auction to buyers from around the world. The farmers can expect to obtain 3 times the average price. However, this support isn't exactly pouring into the industry nationwide. If you're from the majority of people who don't receive this training, quantity still rules and quality is a luxury you cannot afford. It's even a tricky business for those who do benefit from this kind of know-how. From seed to cup, the process is delicate. The slightest hiccup and the results can be disastrous. Kelly McVicker is one of ACDI VOCA's coffee consultants and is organising the competition.
Coffee is a vulnerable product. It absorbs odors like a sponge. It can break like glass. It starts off in a tree. It moves all the way across country. It comes to warehouses. We will process the product. We mill the product. We'll cup the product. We'll rebag it. We'll ship it on a freight ship to America or Europe. It gets processed, it gets cooked and roasted, it gets ground, and then it ends up in a coffee house or in someone's home. From seed to cup, there's a lot of opportunity to destroy the coffee. It takes a lot of work to get a quality cup of coffee.
Kelly's not the only female involved in this male-dominated business. In the region where ACDI VOCA operates, more than 200,000 farmers have been assisted, and a surprisingly large number of them are women. Anas Begone is a member of the Conga Cooperative. She's using her influential position to increase HIV/AIDS awareness in a country estimated to have more than 1.5 million sufferers. It's especially important here because loss of workers to the disease can radically reduce harvests.
VOCA Ethiopia helped us with a capacity building program focusing on training. I was one of the trainers for coffee quality. But not only that, I was also taught how to make people aware of the dangers of HIV/AIDS. I learned about the deadly virus and then I passed on the information to the
Now, more than 5 years after ACDI VOCA arrived, it's time to hand over the reins of responsibility to the farmers who've been given this very rare opportunity in a country so eager for expertise. It's a classic example of how just a little can go a very long way. The Sidama farmers have not only learnt how to produce better coffee, they've discovered that in the end, quality coffee means better quality of life.
No puedo.